Ahoy sailors, welcome back to the weekly Helm report. I'm First Mate Steph, here to chart the latest waves from the cruise world. This week we've got everything from fleet expansions to rubber duck drama, plus one quick tip to help you disembark like a pro. Let's get cruising. First up, Royal Caribbean. They have officially taken delivery of the Star of the Sea and prepping her for her maiden voyage from Port Canaveral next month. Pretty excited for that one. Definitely going to go make a trip over to the port and see it off properly on its maiden voyage. It'll be really, really cool to see. It's a big old boat, and I haven't been on Royal in years, so really, really excited to see what they're bringing out here to Port Canaveral, especially because it's home for me. So, also, Royal has asked that guests please stop hiding rubber ducks in the Central Park planters. So, while it is a cute tradition, people are going through and they are placing ducks there, or they're looking for ducks within the plants. They are live plants, and people are trampling them and ruining the decor. So, while you can put them around the rest of the ship, they have banned them from the Central Park planters, so just hide them anywhere but Central Park so that people aren't looking for them. If you are going on a cruise on Royal and it has a Central Park, please, 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 please don't go looking for them there. They should not be there. Leave them alone if you see them. Just because somebody placed it there doesn't mean you need to go try and grab it. Just leave it alone, please. And don't place them. That would be great. Let's not ruin the plants. Moving on, the Serenade of the Seas has faced technical issues out of Vancouver, causing some itinerary changes and delays, but we are back on course. Moving over to Carnival Cruise Line now, so the Carnival Liberty is back in action after a dry dock delay that was caused by a shipyard strike in Spain. She has resumed her New Orleans sailings starting today, actually, July 13th. So back in action from the Carnival Liberty, and they have also kind of laid low this week, which is really... well, it makes some sense. So they've had some drama, not trauma. I guess it caused some trauma, but drama. That was just due to them changing their loyalty program, and then their rules that they're now enforcing / I guess changing with the speakers and the music that they're not playing anymore, and their big uproars and everything. So, they'd really quiet this week. So they had the Carnival Liberty, and then they just released their Celebration Key menus. So I'm really excited to eventually get over to Celebration Key. I've done some trainings on it, paid attention to the photos coming out, and it looks beautiful. So the menus that were revealed, so you're expecting tropical flavors and family-friendly bites at their newest private island. So I think it'll be great. And I think it'll be a good week for them to just kind of, again, lay low. Moving forward to Virgin. So really, really good news for them. They were named Best Mega Ship Ocean Cruise Line by Travel and Leisure for the third year running. So hats off to them for the hat trick. That's pretty awesome. Love to see it. I love Virgin. I love going on Virgin. I can't wait to book my next one. I think we're going in March. And so that'll be a fun one. Really excited for that. Just gotta finalize it. So the Brilliant Lady, their latest and greatest ship, is in Palermo for final upgrades before her big debut. Really, really excited to see that one. So it will go all around. They're going to go from New York down to Miami, over to California, and then up to Alaska. And I think that's going to be a really cool little tour de America, if you will. They also right now have a big promo going on. So it's 70% off your second sailor, balcony upgrades. So you book a balcony for the price of an ocean view, and up to $300 in onboard credit. So I would suggest hopping on that if you are looking at a Virgin cruise. It's a great deal, and just do it. It's a great time. It's wonderful. And moving on to MSC Cruises, so they have noted that Greece is now putting into effect a new sustainable tourism fee ranging anywhere from €1 to €20, depending on the season and the port. So I don't think this will be just an MSC thing. I think it's going to be all cruises that go through Greece, then the various islands of Greece. So be prepared that if you are doing one of those Mediterranean cruises and you're hitting a couple places in Greece, or even one, that you are probably going to have to pay a new sustainable tourism fee. And then moving on past that, we have Holland America. They have announced their Stars and Stripes voyage for July 4th, 2026. It's a round trip from Boston with patriotic port stops. I guess the one thing you probably shouldn't do is when you are in Boston, please do not throw tea in the harbor. That is, while very, very American, we should not pollute our oceans or our harbors. But the Stars and Stripes voyage, that actually sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm probably going to look it up. So I think that will be a great time. And then finally, the Volden Dam wrapped up its 28 Arctic Circle Solstice cruise on July 6th. It featured remote Alaskan ports and glacier views. So that sounds like a blast. I know, like I think I've said it before, there's a Holland America cruise. It goes from Boston over to the Europe. It's the voyage of the Vikings. Goes over to Europe and comes back with not a whole lot of sea days, which is great because I cannot do the 7 sea days in a row on a transatlantic cruise. I would get very bored. So I am looking forward to hopefully one day being able to do that. So let's talk about our tip of the week this week. Let's talk about the final morning on board. Okay, you've had a dreamy cruise, but now it's disembarkation day. Chaos afoot. My tip: pack a lightweight day bag the night before, everything you'll need, and make sure it has everything you need: your ID, whether it be your passport or your state ID, and your birth certificate, your meds, a snack, and fresh outfit. There's been plenty of horror stories of people packing up everything, putting it outside their door, and realizing in the morning that they don't have anything, and now the husband has to wear the wife's pajamas. So make sure that you have a fresh outfit for the morning, and then make sure that you understand that your suitcase will vanish in the hallway overnight, but you need to still have your essentials. Also, even better tip, you can always self-assist off. You will be one of the first ones off the boat, but you will be carrying your own luggage. That is my preferred method because I live in Florida, so I love to go ahead and get off the boat and get on my way home and get home to my doggies. So you'll be first off the ship and onto dry land, and there is little to no stress with that. So that is it for this week's Tales from the Ship. It's a light one, but it's got a lot of news in there. So I'll be back soon with more stories from the sea, portside secrets, and cruise tips you didn't know you needed. But before I dock this episode, I'd love to thank our sponsor, Starboard and Sunshine Vacations, where we take the stress and the mess so you can enjoy your vacation. When you book with Starboard and Sunshines, you get all the conveniences of a travel agent, but it's booked by me, First Mate Steph. Thanks for cruising with me. Until next time, calm seas and clear skies.